Project.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna. I just wanna rock. Body yada yada. Shorty got that body yada yada. No ties, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. That's my high. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.
MC, make another hit.
Whoa. This ain't what you want.
Project.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Gotta pop my taste. Hold up. Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We might more Power Ranger. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk outrageous. Hold up. Don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up. Got that touch my savior. Hold up. Keeping that touch with my haters. Lyrics can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. On the gram, don't feel it no more. You were driving a minute, but can't steer it no more. Riding away, but now you're chilling on shore. What's it used to being rich when your inside's poor? It's a glitch, but you don't want to see more. You want to see more, but you only see sore.
Life done slowed you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You shackle by thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas, you feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buck. You still feel paralyzed, the bucks and track. Friends is having kids, ain't adding up. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a light with no plug? What's the use of ingredients with no sauce? What's the use of the physical with no source?
We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. We flared up. Y'all gotta pop my taste. Hold up. Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We might more Power Ranger. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk outrageous. Hold up. Don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up. Got that touch my savior. Hold up. Keeping that touch with my haters.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Well, it's official. We reached the halfway point of the regular season. Still a lot of work left to do, though, as we're away in Week 9. brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Hurts. All in left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. On 1st down, Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
1st down from the 42. Hurts to throw. Has a man on target to Thornton. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. Gain of 26 yards there. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. That's caught at the 4. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal coming up.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They soften that defense up with that lengthy opening series. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season. But for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. Probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. First carry of the game for the rookie out of Alabama. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The for a New York first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll make his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, Shaq. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Take over.
From the gun, here's Dart. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him, and that makes it 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
70 Lions.
No throw, 3rd and long. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
Quarterback of his renounce, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
So the Giants now going to call on their field goal unit. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
They couldn't quite match the score, but at least they were able to cut it in half and really offer a counter punch. Now incumbent upon their defense to do their job.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Hurts now from the gun. Has some daylight through the 40. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. They go to Barkley again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Well, in a couple of yards, and it's fourth down and 5. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
He has tried quite a few kicks in his time in the NFL, Kate, but a little extra excitement, I think, from everybody on the field. You don't get many chances to set a new career long. He took a shot, and he delivered.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Tyrone Tracy now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 29-yard line.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. Offense to the line fast.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing on first down. It starts. Escapes the sack. Getting out to his left. And He'll go down here, covers up nicely after a gain of 7.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
2nd and 3 now. There's a dive up the middle. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Andrew Makuba attacking to make that stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And they could really use a good one here. Now hold on a sec. We've got an eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Hurts. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. He steps in and makes the interception. Picked up by Deontay Banks. Well, it's a position you expect interceptions from, Brock, but not a lot of them come easier than that for a cornerback. His teammate makes the hit as the QB tries to throw it, and it really affected how that one came out.
Yeah, that corner's going to get that pick under his stat column individually, but that was a collective effort. It was all about the pass rush. And those great corners, they know it. They know it takes everybody. The guys up front doing their job, and when the ball falls harmlessly in his hands like that, well, he does his job to finish with the INT.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First down, they'll run. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Darts out of the shotgun. Escapes the... and they get to him! attack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Now in the secondary for the Eagles on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw left side, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So the Giants now going to call on their field goal unit. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down just inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to work after throwing the pick. It's a screen to Barkley. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Barkley off the pistol again. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
Coming up on 3rd and inches. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He put everything he had into this. That's complete inside the 35. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Eagles 16, Giants 6. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. first down. Here's Starks. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Darks looking to throw. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So they'll decline this and take the result. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Here we go, set.
On 1st and 10, here's Starks. We've got a screen to the running back. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Seven Pirates. Cougar night. Go.
Dart gonna throw again. Finds his man over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Come on, set. Count. Ready.
Plowing up the middle. And his short gain gets them and we set it down. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
Cougar
First and 10
night.
at the 24-yard line.
19 Lions. Hunt.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Avoid some trouble there. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
70 range. 70 range. Let's go now. Ready.
From the gun, here's Darks. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a 1-score game before halftime. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'll be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
That one splits the uprights. The Giants cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fields this one at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. plays here. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Play action with darts. All the left side. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Set of downs from 37. Dart from the pistol. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. Complete to Hyatt. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Not by Theo Johnson. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. He gets 16 yards on that play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. That play straight ahead. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Back-to-back carries here. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take the lead right away in half number 2. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. And that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off for 6.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants take a 4-point lead.
Eagles 16.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Now Hurts. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
First down, a run with Barkley. He was descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Hurts now from the gun. Completed over the middle. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. 3rd down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. You take away the deeper options, well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Needed. This is 3rd and inches. It's a sneak. Hurts. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. When you've got a tough QB who wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Deontay Banks. And the Giants take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know, Kay, we worked long enough together. You know exactly what I was saying to our producer in talkback. Circle that play. That could be the play we come back to when this game's all said and done and say it's a turning point play. You hate picks in the end zone, and you hate them in the second half.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Ooh, the wide receiver getting it to begin the drive. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
The career is more at stake when you wear your crown. The paper, baby, numbers on the dotted line. I've been flying.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun this time. Here's Dart. Chased out to his right. That's low and bounces short of his man.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Throw, third and long. That's caught for the first. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Here we go. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60. Take go.
Ball back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
First down from the 42.
Go. 60 bikes. Go.
Another carry for it. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Rocco Leedy.
Dart's out of the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. And Dart's got a fresh set of downs there as he slides to a stop.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Set. 70 Lion. Panther Street. Panther Street. Hut, hut.
Benson on first and 10. This is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's good for a New York first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Giants with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
second down. Your start now. Right back to Neighbors, and he's got it. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. They'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Back to throw. Here starts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
6 yards to go here. It's third down.
Let's go. Cowboy
Setting him on the dive. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Like the final battle scene from the movie, Kate, two sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the fourth quarter when it really matters.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. He's going to field this at the 2. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level. They want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
First down throwing for Hurts. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
New set of downs for him from the 31. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Hurts on first down. Finds him over the middle. Running in the red zone. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense in a hurry up here. From the red zone on first. That one connects. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real 0 to 100.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. He'll throw it. It's a screen to Barkley. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. They've made it fourth and goal. Desperation time here. What a clutch play late. He intercepts it. And the Giants will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
New York to the line. First and 10. Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down. Give it to him again. His progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Back to the well again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Let's go.
Right up the gut. Well, for the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout.
That's a gain of 5.
That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the puck down now. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He has the Giants' first down, and it's indeed a giant one, partner. That locks up this victory. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Giant as they get somebody out there to tend to him. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Here's a design run. So the Giants come away with the win. Yet another win for them, Brock. And now, I don't know.